Last time, the chaos that the Dark Knight unleashed shook the very foundations of NXT. Shawn Michaels came out of retirement to teach me a lesson. But the lesson learned was his. And then there was Matt Cardona, so-called savior of NXT, who couldn't save his partner or his pride. But now, the road gets even tougher. The NXT Championship is within my grasp, but every step closer reveals a new twist, a new rival. Who stands in my way? What secrets lie ahead? And can I conquer the challenges to claim the gold? The answers begin now. The road to the NXT Championship begins now, and my first challenge? A tag team match against Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. But I never walk alone. Wait a second. Could it be? It is. It's Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry, and tonight so will Brian Myers and Matt Cardona. Here comes Brian Myers, still licking his wounds from his last encounter with the Dark Knight and the so-called savior of NXT, Matt Cardona, flaunting that title like it's already his forever.
And here we go. Joe Hendry wastes no time. A belly-to-belly suplex. Hendry's making a statement tonight. Cardona goes for Joe Hendry, facebuster. Meanwhile, the Dark Knight looks to powerbomb Brian Myers, but no way. Myers reverses it into a Hurricane Rana. The Dark Knight flies out of the ring. What a reversal. Brian Myers is already looking miles better than his last match. This guy has clearly upped his game. But can he keep it up against the Dark Knight and Joe Hendry?
What just happened? All four men are down. The Dark Knight is back on his feet. German suplex. But wait, Joe Hendry isn't done either.
It's Suplex City for Matt Cardona, courtesy of Joe Hendry and the Dark Knight. Superman punch. Matt Cardona with a lightning-fast arm drag. Wait, what's Brian Myers doing?
Oh my god. Hurricane Rana from the top rope. The impact. The carnage. This match is absolute chaos. And now it's an all-out slugfest. Fists are flying everywhere. Who's going to come out on top here?
The Dark Knight with a thunderous headbutt. And now pile driver. And he's back up. He just no-sold that pile driver like it was nothing.
And here we go again. This time, Myers stays down. What a combo from the Dark Knight and Joe Hendry. These two are in perfect sync tonight. Rock bottom. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. But no, the champion kicks out at 2. What a move from the Dark Knight. Hendry with the pin. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Joe Hendry pins the NXT champion.
Hey, the Dark Knight, we make a pretty good team, don't we? How about we make this a regular thing? The unstoppable duo, Joe Hendry and the Dark Knight.
Nah, this was a one-off. I'm flying solo on my way to the NXT championship.
Be careful what you wish for. The Dark Knight, it's better to be with me than against me.
What? When did I say I'm against you?
If you are not with me, then it means you are against me. And I'll show you what it means to be against me next week. I challenge you to an exploding barbed wire tag elimination match.
You want a challenge? You've got it. Next week we settle this.
Did you hear that? Next week, it's an exploding barbed wire tag elimination match.
Joe Hendry just turned on the Dark Knight, and now this friendly partnership has turned into a war.
Here we go. It's chaos personified, and with just 2 weeks left until the Dark Knight's shot at the NXT Championship, he's stepping into the fire. The Dark Knight is here, And look who's with him. Ilja Dragunov, Akon, hardcore legend himself, Tommy Dreamer. What a lineup. And Hendry's assembled a wrecking crew. Rhino, Ethan Page, and Jordan Grace. Can they handle the experience and intensity of the DarKnight's team? It's the Dark Knight against Ethan Page to kick things off. And look who's officiating. Brian Myers, the Dark Knight's already at a disadvantage. The power of the Dark Knight on full display. Ethan's gotta be feeling that one in his ribs. Dragunov saves the day. A Hurricane. Ethan Page is busted open. There's blood everywhere. This match has turned into an absolute bloodbath, and we're just getting started. Here's the pin. But wait, Brian Myers is counting slow. Ethan Page is eliminated. Oh, here comes Rhino, the War Machine himself. Rock bottom onto the barbed wire, and it explodes. Pin. But wait, Brian Myers is slow counting again. Another explosion. Rhino is being turned into barbecue here. Did you see that? Rhino just flew out of the ring like he got hit by a cannonball. The Dark Knight is a one-man wrecking crew. Canadian destroyer on the concrete floor. Somebody call an ambulance. The count is up to 10, and Rhino is out. Brian Myers can't cheat his way out of this one. Here comes Jordan Grace. She's as tough as they come, but can she handle the powerhouse Occam? But Joe Hendry sneaks in with a dropkick to the side, catching Occam off guard. Occam just hit the barbed wire, and boom! Another explosion! 1, 2, 3. Occam is out of here. Joe Hendry's team gets their first elimination. It's 2 against 3 now. Joe Hendry and Jordan Grace are still standing. But with the Dark Knight and his squad, anything can happen. Can they survive this carnage? The hardcore legend, Tommy Dreamer, is here. And you know he's about to bring the pain. Jordan Grace just turned Tommy Dreamer into a human baseball. No! No, no! The wires just exploded! What just happened? What just happened? Carnage! Disaster! Tommy Dreamer's arm is gone. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Is this the end of Tommy Dreamer? This is too much. He's bleeding profusely. But wait, what's he doing? No way. Dreamer is still in this. One arm down, but the man won't quit. He's a freaking legend. In this condition, tagging in the Dark Knight is the smartest thing he could do. But let's not forget the heart it takes just to stand after what he's endured. The Dark Knight is fuming. He locks in the sharpshooter. Oh, come on, Hendry. Can't you let him finish? This isn't wrestling anymore. This is vengeance. The Dark Knight is channeling all his anger into every move. And Jordan Grace taps out. She couldn't handle the relentlessness of the Dark Knight. Joe Hendry is now left alone. Double clothesline. Both men are down. Who will rise first? The Dark Knight rises and takes his head clean off with that clothesline. He locks in the sharpshooter, and Joe Hendry has no fight left. He taps out immediately. It's over. The Dark Knight's team wins. But at what cost? And that's what you get, Brian Myers. Message sent loud and clear. Let's take a moment to acknowledge Tommy Dreamer, a legend, a warrior, and the definition of heart. What he's done tonight is nothing short of heroic. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope this isn't the last we see of him.
welcome everyone to the most anticipated NXT Championship match of all time. On one side, we have the reigning NXT Champion, the Deathmatch King, Matt Cardona. And on the other side, we have the undefeated challenger, the DarKnight. Let's start with the champion, Matt Cardona. The DarKnight has been on an unstoppable streak. What makes you think you're the one to end it?
It's plain to see, Sean. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, and I've got the experience. The DarKnight may be fast, but size does matter. And next week, I'm gonna prove it when I crush him in the middle of this ring.
And what about you, DarKnight? You faced incredible odds before, but how do you plan to remain undefeated against someone like Matt Cardona?
Matt Cardona can talk all he wants about size, but agility beats brute force. I'm so much more agile that when we step into that ring, he'll feel like he's being double-teamed. And trust me, Sean, next week, size won't matter at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the match the world has been waiting for. The NXT Championship will be on the line, and I can't believe it's finally happening next week.
The championship gold, the undefeated streak, and a rivalry for the ages. Next week, it all comes to a head. Will Matt Cardona's size advantage crush the DarKnight, or will the agility of the undefeated challenger create history? Don't miss it. Subscribe, because every gamer needs the DarKnight by their side. The battle for NXT's soul begins in the next episode.